The rule-governed behavior that I am choosing to discuss today is Quinn's rule-governed behavior, which is if I don't solve every client issue perfectly, I'm not a good behavior analyst. I kind of chose this because I feel like sometimes I feel this way myself, although I'm not a behavior analyst now, but as an RBT, and I could see this being the case in the future when I hopefully become a BCBA. So with that, the rule governed behavior being if I don't solve every client issue perfectly, I'm not a good behavior analyst, is 100% rule governed behavior as it is self-imposed by Quinn for himself, which now dictates some of which that he feels and does, rather than what a contingency shaped behavior would be. Although that would do the same thing where it would kind of dictate the behaviors that he has, that is imposed from contingencies that shape behavior, obviously. So by that I mean in a contingency shaped behavior would be that he experiences something in the environment which then causes this rule to be reinforced or not due to the consequences that occur following actions. That is not the case in this situation. This is rather just a rule that he has come up with himself, potentially due to just feelings over time and fear in the future, but not true contingencies from the environment. So next I'll answer the identity transformation of stimulus function. So sorry. Neutral stimulus, such as like client feedback, data collection, and supervision meetings, may definitely induce some anxiety into Quinn's life. Although they are not directly related to client issues or solving client issues, they may demonstrate some type of these, like client feedback may show that clients are not satisfied with it, which may also feel as if he's not doing something perfectly and leading him to think he's not a good behavior analyst. Data collection as well. This may also show that not every client saw progress as he would want to, as Quinn would want them to see progress. So that is another situation where that could increase the anxiety that he feels before doing it, because there's a chance that it doesn't demonstrate what he wants it to demonstrate. This goes into supervision meetings. Although that's not necessarily solving every client issue, that may not be the discussion, it still may be that he receives feedback that demonstrates where he might need to make an improvement. So with that, it may go right along with him in this idea of doing things perfectly, and receiving feedback that he might need to make a change might make him then feel as if he's not perfect, leading him to think he's not a good behavior analyst per se. The avoidance behavior goes right along with that. When you feel anxiety, oftentimes then you may avoid doing or interacting with that thing that causes you to feel anxiety. So with client feedback, data collection, supervision meetings, all of that, as they are potentially anxiety inducing due to the rule, he may just in turn avoid interacting or participating in that behavior. So he may not look at client feedback by not opening up emails, all of which that I'm gonna say in the future, like now, is not great. But he may avoid opening emails, looking at calls he gets. For the data collection, he may wait longer than he should to analyze the data that he has collected. Supervision meetings, this can mean that he calls in sick that day, continues to reschedule meetings, all of which not great. But he will continue to do this behavior as long as then he never contact something that demonstrates an imperfect action that he has done. So as long as he does not see that he has done something imperfectly, he will continue to do those avoidant behaviors.